Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, you guys know the deal on this channel, man. We must continue to set the record straight, stop the lies, stop the narrative, stop them from rewriting history, bending reality, man. We must continue to do this. And in this video, we're going to talk about Steph Curry in this video, man. And like I said, for all the Steph Curry fans out there, man, you may not want to listen to this video, man. Because we about to set the record straight on this guy, Steph Curry, man. As it relates to his iconic status, like LeBron James was talking about, I want to focus on something about Steph Curry that I mentioned in another video earlier. That people are getting Steph Curry's popularity confused with being iconic, right? They're getting it confused. And we're going to talk about in this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel, man. For real, guys, it's truly humbling, man. Much respect to all you guys out there, everyone across the world, everyone across the states. Like I always say, man, it's truly humbling, guys. You guys continue to support my channel. Like I said, guys, it means a lot, man, because this is important that we do this, man. It really is. And I tell you guys all the time, man, we must continue to stand up. So I want to thank everyone for standing, rolling with me, man. For real, guys. Everybody in the membership, shout out to all you guys out there, man. For real, the real basketball fans are standing up. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, guys, like I said, man, talking about Steph Curry today, man, in this video. And like I said, I don't want to, turn off the Steph Curry fans that, subscribe to my channel. And listen, I know you guys don't agree with everything that I talk about on this channel. As long as you guys know that I'm right. That's the key here, right? As long as you know I'm right. You may not agree with me, but you know I'm right. You know I'm right. You guys might listen to the video and you might think, I don't know about what he was saying. But then you think about some more and then you come to the realization, damn, Sports and Fitness Rants was right, man. He was on the money. Those are the facts, guys. Remember, there's no agendas here. These are the facts. So when you think about Steph Curry and you hear LeBron James, and I did a video about this, right? The iconic status of Michael Jordan versus an Allen Iverson and a Steph Curry. And LeBron James throws out Steph Curry out there as being iconic, right? And people always want to say Steph Curry changed the game. They love to say this, man. And that's not accurate. That's not accurate. Because just because you change the game or they want to say you changed the game doesn't mean that you changed it in a positive way, for the good. Because as we can see with this product of NBA, it's not been a positive change. Steph Curry's game has not pushed the NBA forward. It has not. If anything, the game has regressed because of guys like Steph Curry, the Damian Lillards, the Trae Youngs. They've regressed the NBA. It's turned into a what? Everyone just worries about offense now. Everyone just wants to chuck up shots, right? No one wants to play defense, really. It's not how the game is played now. So once again, the game is not as popular as it was back in the day. It's just not. Those are the facts, guys. That's not me hating or making up stuff. The game is just not as popular as it was, right? It's just not. The brand of basketball also is not as great as it used to be. Because what I always tell you guys on this channel, it's the balance that's lacking. There's a lack of balance. When you have teams shooting 83s in a game, 53s in a game. Each team is shooting 45, 53s. So you're talking about almost 90, 100 threes combined for the teams. When you have that going on, there's no balance. The game has turned into either free throws or three-pointers. That's it. You have an occasional dunk here, absolutely, but it's not impressive because they're dunking on nobody. There's no one down low to stop these guys. There's no legit shot blockers anymore. There's no real big men anymore. So the game has evolved, but not for the good. It's devolved, not evolved. So that's the first thing we must understand about Steph Curry and people saying that he changed the game. Oh, Steph Curry changed the game. His play style suits him, but it doesn't suit the NBA game. It's not good. Like I said, you can watch Steph Curry. He might be entertaining. But do you want to watch all these other guys do this? No, you don't. There are guys shooting three-pointers now that have no business shooting threes. They're taking 10 threes a game now, though. It's a joke, guys. It's an absolute, even guys like Draymond Green think they're three-point shooters now. This is why the game is not fun to watch, right? But when we think about popularity, because oftentimes as it pertains to Steph Curry, we get confused. Popularity is not the same thing as being iconic. It's not. There have been many popular players in NBA's history. Charles Barkley was one of the most popular players of the 90s, guys. Does anybody think Charles Barkley was iconic? No. No. Same thing with a Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most popular players of his era. But no one mentions Shaquille O'Neal when they talk about the most iconic players in NBA's history. I never hear Shaquille O'Neal's name brought up. Do you? I don't. So popularity has nothing to do with your iconic status. Because being an icon encompasses a lot of different things, guys. And I talked about that on this last video. So when we think about Steph Curry, for example, we just focus on Steph Curry. Steph Curry sneakers, the endorsements, the commercials, they're not iconic. His Subway commercials not iconic. His Under Armour sneaker brand, not iconic. It's just not. His clothing line, not iconic. Even his logo is not iconic. Michael Jordan's logo is iconic, right? Steph Curry's is not. That's just one aspect right there. I talked to you guys about the iconic moments of Steph Curry. What are Steph Curry's most iconic moments? I would love for his fans to tell me. I'm not saying he doesn't have any. I can't think of any, though. I can't think of any from the finals. I don't know. The iconic moments, I don't know. From Steph Curry. Like I told you, what are they? They're not iconic like Michael Jordan, right? Not in the NBA Finals, right? So once again, popularity is one thing. Being an icon is another thing. To me, Steph Curry has no personality. He has no swag. To me, Steph Curry. Not like Michael Jordan. Not like a Dr. J, a Magic Johnson, a Kobe Bryant, and Allen Iverson. To me, those are the most iconic players. Steph Curry don't got swag like those guys. He don't got personality like those guys. He doesn't. You usually Steph Curry speak, it doesn't move me, man. It does nothing for me. It does nothing. This is the same guy who said in an interview, who is he? It's me and Magic Johnson? Is that what we're talking about? It's me and Magic? He's taking a page from LeBron James with that kind of answer, with that response. But his swag to me ain't like that. Don't really, like I said. So when we think about these things, Steph Curry to me is not one of the most iconic players in NBA's history. Is he iconic in a way? Absolutely. But when we're talking about the most iconic, Steph Curry's not up there with Dr. J and Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, right? Or Magic Johnson, Allen Iverson. Because once again, when they talk about Steph Curry, they're talking about Steph Curry's popularity. When they talk about jersey sales, that's popularity. That has nothing to do with you being an icon. There have been many players who sell jerseys. Kevin Durant sells jerseys. He ain't iconic, man. He is not iconic. No way, man. Devin Booker, does he sell jerseys? Is he iconic? Yes, once again, popularity and being an icon are completely different things, man. Completely different things. Muhammad Ali is an icon, right? But not just because he was popular, because he was iconic, because of the things that he did were iconic, right? He had iconic lines, his swag, his aura, right? The things he did in the boxing ring were iconic. He has iconic moments. This is Muhammad Ali. So not only was he popular, but he was also iconic, right? There are other popular boxers in NBA's history. Other popular boxers, they're nowhere near iconic like a Muhammad Ali. Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the most popular boxers in the history of the world. Not as iconic as a Muhammad Ali. Being popular is one thing. And Steph Curry is a popular player. This is what you'll hear people say, oh, Steph Curry, a lot of the young kids want to be like Steph Curry. Yes, he's popular. Doesn't mean you're iconic. Once again, I say his shoe line's not iconic. It's not. He doesn't sell more than Michael Jordan, right? Is his shoes iconic like that? No, I can't think of the Steph Curry 1s, the Steph Curry 3s. Like, what are we talking? I don't even know what number he's on. I don't even know if they're numbered. I don't know. And to me, his logo is whack. So once again, all this goes to you being an icon, guys. I can tell you his commercials, his endorsements, not iconic. There's no I want to be like Steph Curry commercials. None of this stuff. He's doing Subway commercials, man. And I told you, Charles Barkley's on those same commercials, has way more swag, way more personality than Steph Curry does. So come on, man. What are we talking about here? Steph Curry is a great player, man. Just because you're a great player, just because you're popular, does not make you iconic or one of the most iconic players. It doesn't make it that so. Steph Curry, like I said, guys, the way that he plays the game, the way the game has changed and devolved, that's a negative on Steph Curry, guys. It's a negative. Because we could talk about the flopping of these players, right? And we have to keep the same energy here, guys, for all these players of this era. Steph Curry plays in this weak era, right? So the flopping, the load managing. And I'm not saying Steph Curry does these things at a high level. Just saying, this is his era, right? The forming of the super teams. Steph Curry had Kevin Durant come to his team, right, guys? That takes away from him. These are the facts here. The game has not evolved for the better. The game has not been pushed forward. The game has regressed. This is why I tell you guys, when you hear people talk about the Olympics and they talk about other countries have caught up to us, that doesn't make any sense, guys. That's idiotic. Once again, it's another excuse. Because how can the world catch up to us if we were ahead of them, but we were moving forward? If we're constantly moving forward, the game is being pushed forward, right? We're progressing the game. we're bettering the game, then they wouldn't have been able to catch up to us. But the facts remain that we have not pushed the game forward. We've become stagnant as a culture. As Americans, basketball, we've become stagnant, and the game has regressed. So that's how the world can catch up to you, because we went backwards. We went back to them. They didn't catch up to us. That goes partly due to a Steph Curry and the way the game is played now. It's weak and soft. This allows Steph Curry to be great in this weak era. We have to give the same energy here, guys. Right? Steph Curry's been playing in a soft era for years now. If we're going to hold LeBron James to that standard, Kevin Durant, some of these other guys, we must include Steph Curry in this, guys. We have to do it. Those are the facts, man. Steph Curry is nowhere near the icon of a Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson, a Dr. J, a Kobe Bryant, and Magic Johnson. He's iconic in his own way, but not on that level. There's levels, guys. They always try to put these guys on the same level. LeBron James is a clown. He's always trying to put someone from his era up there with the most iconic of all time, right? He wants to say this is the best era of all time. These guys are the most athletic of all time. They're bigger, stronger, faster, right? They're more skilled. This is what they want you to believe. And LeBron James is going to keep that narrative going. Oh, Steph Curry, one of the most iconic players. No, he's popular, yes. Not iconic. Not iconic, guys. He's not. He's just not. Those are the facts, man. Once again, I told you guys, we've talked about different areas of this. There's no hit on Steph Curry. He's an all-time great player, man. He's probably a top, I would say 25, somewhere around there, to me. 20 to 25, somewhere in there, maybe Steph Curry is where he is, for me. If you had him outside of that, maybe top 30, got no problem with that either. But iconic, no. Just not like that on that level. Like I said, yes, he's changed the game to a degree. He's influenced the kids to a degree, absolutely. But once again, I told you, not for the good. It's not been a positive change. What Michael Jordan did for the game, right, the endorsements, right, allowing these guys, right, knocking down doors for these players like a Steph Curry, like an Allen Iverson, and some of these other guys, LeBron James, to get paid all this money. Michael Jordan opened those doors for them. It was him being marketable, right? Michael Jordan paved the way for these guys, man. Once again, it was Michael Jordan in his era that made the game global. All the legends from the golden era, from the 80s into the 90s, they pushed the game forward. The game was going forward. They pushed the game forward. This is why the 2000s was the way it was. You had guys in the 2000s that were emulating a Michael Jordan type player. The Kobes, the T-Macs, right? The Vince Carters. This is how the game was played. It went to a perimeter. Michael Jordan changed the way you thought about winning. You could win without a dominant big man. You could win with a perimeter player. Pushing the game forward. Guys working on their skills with the heart, the grit, the determination, playing for a love of the game. Right? Showing up to work. That was Michael Jordan's era. That's the icon. 82 games this season, guys. Once again, we think about the slam dunk contest. Iconic. Michael Jordan's creativity is iconic. Michael Jordan's sneakers, the iconic moments. Steph Curry doesn't have this stuff. His popular, yes. Iconic, not so much. Not on that level, guys. You guys know the deal, man. Once again, no disrespect to Steph Curry, man. Like I say, he's an all-time great player, man. Like I said, he's one of the great players of his era. I told you, you can argue that him and LeBron James are sharing the era. It was the LeBron James and the Steph Curry era. You can make that argument. But when LeBron James tries to bring up a Steph Curry in the conversation of being iconic, as far as NBA's history, like I said, even if you want to say the last 20, 30 years, it's not accurate. Michael Jordan played in the last 20, 30 years, guys. And once again, to this day, Michael Jordan has the biggest influence over all of these people. They're wearing the Michael Jordan sneakers. It's Michael Jordan that they keep talking about in the mainstream media. He's the standard, guys. Once again, you guys know the deal, man. Steph Curry's a popular player, man. He sells jerseys. You know, people buy his sneakers. But once again, guys, being popular does not make you iconic. There have been many, many popular players throughout NBA's history, guys. Many popular players. But they're not known for being the most iconic players in NBA's history. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.